This is the very important component of personality. It may spell the difference between success and failure.
Well done. Attitudes is the right choice. Understanding a person's character or personality by studying the external physical features like the face. Strong choice. Physiognomy is the right answer. This means enhancing and grooming one's outer and inner self to bring about a positive change to your life. You're right. Personality development is the correct answer. It is about the innate capacity to relate with others, to connect, and feel the sense of belongingness. Nicely done. Social development is a solid answer.
Personality can be understood as exhibited in one's common traits or characteristic ways of behaving.
Smart pick. Trait theory is the correct choice. Heredity, parental characteristics, birth order, and the cultural environment are factors of what? Good job. Your answer factors of personality development works well here. It refers to individual differences in characteristic patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Well reasoned. Personality is the correct choice. It refers to the physical changes in the body as well as changes in skills related to movement.
Smart move. Physiological development is an accurate answer.
What form of development when one works well with others and deal with conflicts between them? None. Well picked. Social growth is the correct answer. This theory shows an individual's deficiencies and needs manifest his behavior and personality. Correct response. Humanistic theory is the most accurate answer. The family and environmental background can be overcome by which personality shaping factor? On track. Self-development is the correct answer. According to Dash, there are 3 parts of personality: the id, superego, and the ego. Valid point. Sigmund Freud is true. One's capabilities and beliefs are key elements in which aspect of shaping personality. Right choice. Self-development is the best answer. Who developed the theory stating that there are 4 distinct stages of development?
Exactly. Jean Piaget makes sense and it is right choice.
Which of the following is not an attribute of psychological individual difference? Sharp thinking. Complexion is the right choice. Your distinguishing characteristics that make you different from everyone else. Excellent. Traits is a brilliant choice. Which personality shaping factor does family, school, and society belong to? Correct. Environment is the right answer. How you express emotional, handle frustration, and get along with others. Great thinking. Socio-emotional development is the right choice. The name of the theorist that focused on personality development was Dash. Nice work. You chose Erikson and it is correct. The following are characteristics of a confident personality, except Dash. Excellent choice. Hearty is the right answer. Which factor implies that personality is a changing and evolving process? Perfect. Self-development is the correct choice. Evaluation. What is the most effective method of personality development? Right again. It varies from person to person is a valid answer. Which of the following is not a factor in your personality development? Bravo! How you were born is the answer. Which factor influences the continuity and consistency of personality? Great job. Hereditary is the accurate answer. Which of the following factors does not affect a person's personality? Solid response. Number of siblings is a valid choice. The sum total of a person's behaviors, attitudes, beliefs, and values. You chose personality, and it is correct. What is the primary trait that differentiates one person from another? Clear logic? Your choice personality is sound and 100% true. It is the totality of one's emotional and behavioral characteristics. You got it? Your choice personality is right. Analysis. How does personality development impact one's career growth? Good thinking. All of the above is the right answer. Synthesis. How can personality development enhance leadership skills? Nice selection. All of the above is the correct and valid answer. An individual's personality also changes with current circumstances. Nice selection. Situation is the correct and valid answer. Dash is defined as a judgment of one's moral and ethical behavior. On track. Character is the correct answer. This type of development includes height, weight, and motor skills. Strong choice. Physical development is the right answer. According to the MIMT, there are dash official personality types. Sharp thinking, 16, is the right choice. Good looks catch the eye, but good personality catches the dash. You chose heart, and it is correct. What are the benefits of self-control in personality development? Solid response. Regulating emotional responses is a valid choice. This is called the level 1 of the theory of moral development. Well picked. Pre-conventional stage is the correct answer. What is the key to personality development according to the text? Great thinking. Self-awareness is the right choice. This has something to do with the feelings that you experience. Right again. Emotional development is a valid answer. Behavior of a person in different scenarios can be called as? Bravo. Personality is the answer. 2. Which of the following is not a stage of team development? Great job. Deciding is the accurate answer. Communication skills are not important for good personality. You're right. False is the correct answer. Below are the characteristics of a healthy human personality. Good thinking. Able to accept responsibility is the right answer. Personality can be determined only through overt responses. Smart pick. Behaviorism is the correct choice. Dash is made up of the group of traits that make you unique. You got it. Your choice personality is right. 1. The term personality is derived from the Latin word dash. Clear logic. Your choice persona is sound and 100% true. Comprehension. Why is personality development important? Perfect. To enhance leadership skills is the correct choice. How many stages of psychosexual development are there? Well done. 5 is the right choice. About a person's beliefs, including values and virtues. Good job. Your answer, spiritual development, works well here. Below is an explanation of personality, namely dash. Valid point. Human ability to act and interact with other people is true. Things that you must have in order to live, survive. Smart move. Needs is an accurate answer, which is not part of the elements of personality. Nice work. You chose lifestyle and it is correct. These are guide to a person in making judgment. Excellent. Principles is a brilliant choice. Dash, which is not a factor in team development. Right choice. Working without a goal is the best answer. What statement is true about adolescent stage? Correct response. Adolescence starts from 8 to 21 years of age is the most accurate answer. Your surroundings and the people in your life. Nicely done. Environment is a solid answer. Blue eyes, red hair, fair skin are examples of. Excellent choice. Physical traits is the right answer. Your personality stops developing at this age. Correct. Never is the right answer. Heredity factors affect the dash you inherit. Exactly. Physical traits make sense and it is right choice. A description of a person's good qualities. Well reasoned. Character is the correct choice. Knowledge. What is personality development? Clear logic. Your choice a set of skills to enhance self-awareness is sound and 100% true. Creative, funny, moody are all examples of. Strong choice. Personality traits is the right answer. How you learn, think, and process is dash. Good thinking. Cognitive development is the right answer. Siapa nama dosen personality development? You chose Taufik Furqan Nur Hakim MI.com, and it is correct. The characteristics that people can see. You got it. Your choice physical traits is right. What does personality development mean? Valid point. Pattern of behavior is true. Why is personal development necessary? Correct response. Because socializing is the most accurate answer. The origin of the word personality is. Right again. Personal is a valid answer. Honesty and fairness are examples of. Excellent choice. Character traits is the right answer. Qualities that make a person unique. Smart pick. Personality is the correct choice. Personality can be identified using. Well picked. Personality assessment is the correct answer. General psychology deals with dash. Right choice. Fundamental of all branch of psychology is the best answer. How to make the good personality? On track. Having the sense of humor is the correct answer. The picture you have of yourself? Exactly. Personal identity makes sense and it is right choice. What is the name of the chapter? Smart move. Personality development. Alternative views is an accurate answer. Dash what is meant by ethics. Solid response. Moral values is a valid choice.
What are personality traits?
Perfect. The things that make you different from everyone else is the correct choice.
Why etiquette is important?
Nice selection. All of the above is the correct and valid answer.
What does LP3 stand for?
Good job. Your answer Indonesian Education and Professional Development Institute works well here.
What is personality?
Great job. The traits that make a person unique is the accurate answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Correct. Contact Narayan Changda is the right answer.